So I'm just going to get straight into today's video because this project is going to take me multiple steps and I'm so excited for this one, you guys. Look, I even have my resin already mixed up. Say what? So for this video, I want to make some Christmassy ornaments and I'm going to be using JBKonsCreations 3x UV protection epoxy resin because I need these ornaments to be as UV protected as possible. I usually keep my Christmas tree near my dining room window so these ornaments will be exposed to sunlight. Plus the special thing, I'm saying special thing with air quotes because you guys already know what that special thing is from my video title and thumbnail, but it also should probably be protected as much as possible from the sunlight so it doesn't yellow. But before we get into that, let's get glitter into this resin. I have here some really pretty holographic glitter mixes from Larissy, and this first layer is all about the glitters. I'm going to put a generous amount of glitter because I want this first layer to be as opaque as possible. I'll show you guys why a bit later in the video, but we want these glitters to act like a barrier. Now for these blue glitters, I'm going to mix all three together to make my own mix. I'm going for a wintry, icy vibe. Plus, I just wanted to do a different colored ornament since the other three are mostly red and green. As for these pretty snowflakes, I'm going to save them to the end to lay them on the mold itself because I don't want them to get lost in this glittery resin. I really want them to show when we turn the ornament around once the ornament is ready. So who's ready for Christmas? Have you guys put up your Christmas tree yet? We actually bought our tree yesterday and I'm really hoping that we can decorate it in the next couple of days. We just need to open it up because it's a real tree. So, you know, we need to open it up, leave it a couple of days so all the branches could fall. But yeah, I absolutely love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, let me know in the comments down below what holiday you celebrate. So now that I've mixed up my resin with these glitters, I'm gonna fill these molds. I'm only gonna be filling them up halfway because I need space for the clear layer that I'm going to pour next once this layer has cured. To try and avoid any pesky air bubbles, I'm also going to run my silicone tip tool along the edges to try and dislodge any that are trapped there. For this blue ornament, I'm going to place my pretty snowflake confetti down first before I pour my resin in. I'm going to use my tweezers to get them into place, but do yourself a favor and don't buy these. These pink ones have a $1 tip and I can't do anything with them. It's so hard to pick up the snowflakes to move them around. Get yourself a nice pair with sharp pointed tips like these blue ones. Once I switched my tweezers, moving the snowflakes was so much easier. You just need to be a bit more careful not to damage your molds. I just love how this blue glitter mix looks. What do you guys think? I highly recommend Larissy's glitters. They have some absolutely gorgeous ones. Now that these molds are filled, I really need a cleanup, don't you think? I'm just going to wrap up some packing tape around my fingers, sticky side out, and quickly just wipe up all this glitter so we can get to that special thing because it needs to be prepped before we can put it in resin. I've also heard that you can use car slime cleaner to clean up glittery messes, but I'm not a fan of the texture of slime, so I'll just stick to using packing tape. And now for the special thing, which is wrapping paper! Wow! I've chosen 4 cute designs and these are just scraps from when I've cut too much wrapping paper. I always keep the scraps in case there's another gift I can use for it, but I thought it would be a cute idea to turn them into Christmas ornaments. I made myself a template of my mold, which I'll show you guys how in a moment, but what I want to do is I need to figure out what part of the wrapping paper I want to cut out that will be the design of my ornaments. Okay, I'm going to choose a spot with a candy cane and some peppermint, so I'm going to turn my paper around and trace around my stencil and then I can cut it out. Drawing on the blank side makes it so much easier to see the pencil marks. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking that this could also be a cute way to make your own custom gift tags. These ornament molds I'm using are probably a little bit too big, but you can definitely find smaller molds. Possibly a pendant mold, and ta-da! I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with the rest of the papers, but now let me show you how I got the template of my ornament mold. All I did was I got a sheet of paper. It's probably a lot easier if it's fully blank, but I can't find any in my craft room, so this piece of paper will have to do. And I'm going to lay it on top of my mold. Then with a pencil, I'm going to draw along the edges of the mold like so. As you can see, there's 2 lines here and you want to cut along the inner line and that cutout will be your stencil and it should fit inside your mold. It's really easy and there's probably an easier way to do it, but that's how I got my wrapping paper cutouts. It's now the next day and this layer of resin is cured, so I can do the next step with the wrapping paper. As we all know, wrapping paper is paper and paper is absorbent, so we need to seal up the wrapping paper before we pour resin on top. There's a couple of different ways you can do this, like lamination or sealing it with some kind of glue, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to seal it with Mod Podge. Now, I'm not so sure how wrapping paper will handle the Mod Podge. wrapping paper is thin, so I'm gonna try the Mod Podge, and then if it doesn't work, I will try Elmer's glue. One thing I forgot to mention when I was showing you how to make the stencils is that I actually cut the wrapping paper a little bit smaller than the stencil because we need there to be a small gap between the paper and the edge of the ornament so that when the Mod Podge is brushed on, it will seal around the edges of the paper. The Mod Podge I have here has glitter mixed in it, and I thought it could be pretty to have a little bit of glitter on top of the paper just to give it a little bit of extra sparkle. So I have my paintbrush here, and I'm going to brush on a thin layer of Mod Podge onto the ornament itself so that the paper has something to stick to, and that way it won't be moving around. Again, wrapping paper is super thin and it doesn't take that much to crease it. Once it's in place, I'm going to lightly press it in, and then I can go ahead and brush more Mod Podge on top. You want to make sure to get a good layer on and double check those edges. Now, I'm not sure how many layers of Mod Podge I need, but I'm just going to be doing 2. While Mr. Snowman dries, I want to do this next ornament with you guys. So since I used this chunky big confetti glitter, I don't know if my phone is picking it up, but we do have a bit of floating glitter here, and it's slightly sticking out of the resin unevenly. And the reason I wanted to point this out is because there may be some lumps and bumps once I put that wrapping paper on top of it, but that's okay. The great thing about resin is that it will fill in those lumpy bits and smooth it all out, and in most cases, you wouldn't even know there was texture there. Ah, look, you guys can already see what I'm meaning. The wrapping paper is starting to crease up a bit. But it's okay, like I said, the resin should be able to hide it, and if it doesn't, we'll just look at it from afar. Okay, so I've gone ahead and Mod Podged my wrapping paper to the ornaments. Each one got 2 coats, but I want to come back to Mr. Snowman. I just think these 2 little snowflakes look a little bit lonely, so what I want to do is I'm going to get a dotting tool, and with some white acrylic paint, I'm going to add some more white dots so it looks like it's snowing. It's amazing what a little extra paint can do to elevate your art. It's one of the reasons I actually like glitter so much. A little bit of paint or a little bit of glitter can hide mistakes or fill up a spot. I'm so glad I thought of this. It just gives the wrapping paper a little more extra detail. Don't you guys think? So now we're ready for that clear layer of resin I said was next. I've mixed up some more of this resin. I've mixed about 2.5 ounces of resin, and I'm going to pour some into the molds, and with my silicone tool I'm going to go slow and spread it out along the edges and over the wrapping paper to make sure the resin fills any and all the lumps and bumps, especially for this candy cane ornament. I probably have a bit more resin than I actually need here, but these molds are pretty shallow, probably about 1/2 centimeter thick, give or take. But once I'm done spreading out the resin, I want to fill up the mold as much as possible because I want a dome effect on top of the ornaments. It can be a bit tricky to achieve because it's hard to know when enough resin is enough before it spills out, but it really is going to make these ornaments look nicer and give it a more rounded effect. Let me know down below if you've tried adding any type of paper to resin and how you sealed it. I do have a laminator, and at some point I really want to try and see what the results are like, but I haven't tried it yet because I'm a little nervous of air bubbles getting trapped. Though a while back I made a Pokemon card shaker and I sealed that with packing tape, and that turned out okay, and that's pretty much the exact same thing, right? Now I'm going to cover up these ornaments so no dust particles get into the resin, and I'll be back tomorrow for demold. Okay guys, these ornaments are ready for demold, and just look at that shine. Wow, it's just so glossy. So we don't really have much of an element of surprise, but we still don't know what the backs look like, so that can be our surprise. So let's start with the snowman ornament. Okay, so unfortunately it looks like I didn't fully seal the paper. You can see that the paper has slowly disappeared a little around the edges, and there are little gray patches around, but you know what? It still looks really cute. I just love how the little white dots I added makes the image look more complete. Now for the back. Ooh, just look at this sparkle. Definitely icy vibes. Next, let's do the candy cane one, and let's see if we can see those lumps and bumps. Yeah, okay, so there is still this big line here where you can see the paper is creased. But yeah, like I said, we'll just look at it from afar. Look, you wouldn't even know. But yeah, maybe if you guys do want to try this, make sure your glitters are fully under the resin so you don't get these bumps and lumps. And this is what the back looks like. It looks cute, but be sure to keep on watching to the end because I want to show you guys how I'm going to finish these, and I honestly think that it will make the backs look nicer. For the last 2, I'm just going to quickly demold them. These 2 last ornaments turned out really good too, and I'm so happy that this was a success, even though there are a couple of mistakes, but the possibilities are endless. There's so many different designs of wrapping paper, and of course there's different molds, And there's also different occasions. Like I mentioned before, it would be so cute to make a matching custom gift tag to attach to presents. And as I'm saying this, I think I may have to start doing this myself. Now, I want to quickly show you guys how I'm going to finish these ornaments off. I have some different ribbons and these curl marker pens that I've actually never used before, but I thought it would look so nice if I colored in the necks of these ornaments gold or a silver to mimic the tops of real bubbles. I'm also thinking I want to outline the edge to give them more depth. Using these marker pens was a last minute decision, but ideally when you use these or markers that are similar, you should put a top coat on to seal the paint in. I'm not going to do that to the front of these since these ornaments are already pretty much domed, but I will do it to the backs. Ooh, these curl markers are so cool. They're so metallic-y. So I'm only going to be doing 2 ornaments with you guys. I'll do 1 silver and 1 gold. That way you can see how they work, but they're really nice. To do the edges, I'm just resting the tip of the marker on the edge of the ornament and angling it forward and drawing along. It would be nice if there was a specific marker pen nib for this. That way the line would be even every time. But I guess the more I use these pens, the indent in the nib will become more defined. So now I'm going to do the other 2 ornaments and the backs of all 4, and I'll be back so we can do the last 2 steps. Okay, so the last 2 steps are doming the backs of the ornaments and adding the ribbon. Now I've gone ahead and done 3 of the 4. As for this one, I'm going to do it with you guys because I've had a couple of people say they want to see me do all the steps in the process and they don't really like it when I cut some steps out. So to dome my ornament, I'm just going to use UV resin since it's faster. I really want to get these ornaments on my tree and this UV resin has good UV protection. So I'm going to just pour a nice layer of resin and then with my silicone tip tool, I'm going to spread the resin to the edges. Do you guys see how doming really makes this glitter pop? It's so gorgeous. I can stare at it all day. Now I'm going to put it underneath my UV lamp for about 3 minutes. I'm going to be hitting the 60-second timer about 3 times, I think. That will be good enough. And that's it. Now we can add our ribbon. And ta-da! These ornaments look so good, and now you can see why I wanted that glittery layer to be opaque. We kind of now have 2-in-1 ornaments, one side with the wrapping paper and the other side with the glitter. And we're also hiding the plain backs of the wrapping paper. It's a win-win situation. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and if you've made it this far into the video, then leave a little Christmas treat with your comment. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you've learned something. If you did, then please smash that like button, and if you want to see other resin crafting videos, then be sure to click on one of the videos that's popping on screen now. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays!